So you just saved some cash on your taxes. Well, that's fantastic. So what are you going to do with that extra money? I'm going to explain to you what those tax savings are and share a lesson I learned the hard way. I'm Nick, the experienced old man with cost segregation services. I'm here to break down real estate numbers in a straightforward way. Last time I talked about how a cost segregation study accelerates depreciation and unlocks tax savings. If you've watched that video and just went through a study on your property, congratulations, you got some extra cash in your pocket. But don't blow that money away. I'll walk you through 5 different ways on how to use that savings to work for you. Plus, I'll share a personal story with, from the 2000s when I did something I now wish I had handled differently. Tax savings, they come from an income producing building called cost segregation, a study that takes your building and separates out in parts like 5-year fixtures, 7-year equipment, 15-year land improvements. So you depreciate those faster, and that depreciation in years 1 through 5 reduces your taxable income, leaving you with a lower tax bill. Now, that freed up cash is your work vehicle. 1. Reinvest in your existing property by value added renovations. Reinvest directly in the asset you just cost segregated. Whatever building it is, upgrade rooms, refresh the lobby, or install energy efficient equipment. Why? Because renovations not only enhance cash flow, but they also boost property value. As occupancy and average rates go up, your net income increases and building values go up. 2. Pay down debt. Use those savings to accelerate principal payments, making real estate loans, especially short-term loans that carry high rates. By funneling your cost-segregated saving into those loan balances, you reduce interest expense over time and improve your debt service coverage ratio. Stronger debt service can open doors to better financing terms later. In other words, paying down debt today sets you up to refinance lower rate tomorrow. Number 3, acquire or reposition a new property. Go find yourself another deal. If a study just freed up money, year 1 savings, that capital can be put into a new acquisition that might let you move quickly when a good deal hits the market. Speed and liquidity are critical in competitive markets. Leverage your tax savings to stay nimble. Number 4, fund capital reserves and cash flow. Build or top off your capital reserves. Every property owner knows about unexpected repairs. Breaking boiler, roof patch, parking lot repaving can quickly eat into your cash flow. By directing some tax savings dollars into a dedicated reserve account, you ensure smoother operations. You'll avoid scrambling for emergency funding or dipping into personal funds. A healthy reserve can also make your property more attractive to lenders if you ever need to refinance. Diversify. Passive investments and retirement accounts. Just because your core is in real estate doesn't mean all that extra cash has to stay there. Consider contributing to a self-directed IRA or a solo 401k. You can buy more real estate inside those accounts, defer taxes, and keep compounding growth sheltered. Alternatively, you could put a portion into a low-cost index fund or private equity real estate fund for passive diversification. That way, you're not overexposed to one asset class or one market cycle. Think of it as building a balanced portfolio, some liquid securities, some private equity, and your income-producing commercial real estate assets. Okay, before we recap, I want to share something personal. Back in the early 2000s, when the market was cranking, I performed what I called back then component depreciation on a handful of properties. I had massive tax savings in the tens of thousands of dollars, so I thought I had it all figured out. But I did the wrong thing with that money. I plowed it into a side venture outside real estate without doing due diligence. The venture tanked and I lost those dollars. Lesson learned. Accelerated depreciation is powerful, but you have to deploy savings with discipline, a plan, and contingencies. Don't go hog wild with extra cash tempt you into a unfettered gamble. Treat it like the fuel it is for your money engine. Bonus tip. If you're charitably inclined, consider qualified charitable distributions from an RIA. If you're over 70 or roll into a tax savings capital into a qualified opportunity fund to defer or reduce future capital gains tax, especially powerful if you realize large gains on other investments. Let's recap. Reinvest in your own property to drive net operating income and property value up. Number two, pay down higher interest debt and improve your debt service coverage ratio. Number three, use the savings to jump on your next acquisition opportunity. Number four, fund capital reserves to protect your cash flow. Number five, diversify into retirement accounts or passive vehicles and consider opportunity funds or charitable giving. And remember my story, a tax-saving windfall is only as good as the strategy behind it. Don't let that money slip away on a poorly vetted side hustle. Deploy it thoughtfully. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And hit the bell so you don't miss out on the next Real Estate Numbers Made Simple episode, where we'll walk you through a live case study on deploying savings into value-add reposition. Thanks a lot. And just keep me posted. I'm here to help. Yes, I'm here to make money too. But bottom line is I'm here to help you, for you to make more money.